This is part 3 of AngularJS tutorial. In this video we will learn about what is binding expressions. AngularJS expression is like JavaScript expression surrounded with braces. Inside these double curly braces we write expressions. AngularJS evaluates the specified expression and binds the result data to the HTML. AngularJS expression can contain literals, operators and variables like JavaScript expression. For example, an expression like this will produce the result 1 and will be bound to the HTML. Data binding is primary feature of AngularJS. Data binding can be implemented in two different ways. One is one-way data binding and another one is two-way data binding. We will learn about what is one-way data binding and two-way data binding in our upcoming videos. In data binding, model variables objects are bind with views. First time in client-side framework, AngularJS introduced this data binding concept. These features will reduce the lot of client-side code in JavaScript file. Let's jump into Visual Studio. This is the last example we worked in this video series. Before entering into AngularJS code, let's write a simple JavaScript program, then we can understand the difference between both. Let's write a simple JavaScript program adding two numbers. Script type is equals text slash JavaScript. I'm declaring a variable a is equals 10 where b is equals 20 where result is equals parse int of a parse int of b. I want to display this result in a label, so add a label. id is equals to lbl result plus. I'm going to increase this font size of label, font size setting to 30 pixel. Find the label id in JavaScript, document dot get element by id of this side, copy paste dot inner HTML is equals to result plus this result, copy paste, save this, run the application. Nothing displayed in this page. What happens? Let's see. Right click on the page, click on inspect, go to console tab, uncaught type error, cannot set property inner HTML of null. Click on this one. So here we have an error. This error means when page initially loads, the script already executed. At the time of execution of this script, this label is not loaded into the DOM. That's why we got an error. To fix this error, move the script below the body tag. I'm going to cut this here and paste it here. Save and rerun the page. Now we see the result. Result is 30. This is the simple JavaScript program addition of two numbers. Now let's write AngularJS code. Remove the script. I'm going to remove label tag, empty space. To write AngularJS code, first of all we need AngularJS framework. We have already downloaded AngularJS framework and placed into the scripts folder and referenced script in this page. Now let's write AngularJS code. To write AngularJS code, first of all we need to know about ng-app directive. What is ng-app directive? The ng-app directive is the starting point of AngularJS application. It initializes the AngularJS framework automatically. AngularJS framework will first check for ng-app directive in a HTML document. After the entire document is loaded and if ng-app is found, it bootstraps itself and compiles the HTML template. Typically, ng-app directive should be placed at the root of an HTML document. For example, HTML tag, body tag, so that it can control the entire DOM hierarchy. However, you can place it in any DOM element. AngularJS framework will only process the DOM elements and its child elements where the ng-app directive is applied. Go to Visual Studio. I'm going to add ng-app directive to the body element. ng-app. Here, ng means Angular. So every Angular directive prefix with ng hyphen, which means we can easily say this is Angular directive. So this is the entry point of AngularJS application. We can write ng-app directly to the HTML tag. Now HTML is the entry point of AngularJS application. Let's write Angular expressions. How to write Angular expressions? Inside the double curly braces, we can write Angular expressions. Now I want to print addition of two numbers, 10 plus 20. So inside this double curly braces, we can write expressions. So Angular will take care of everything about expressions. Now I want to display 10 plus 20 as a result. So 10 plus 20 equals, I want to display the result. Let's increase the font size of body. Font size, I'm going to set 30 pixels. Save this page and rerun the application. Now it displays 10 plus 20 equals 30 as a result. In the same way, we can print 10 minus 20 equals 10 minus 20. 10 into 20 equals 10 into 20, and 10 by 20 equals 10 by 20. I'm going to put in break tag, copy, paste, paste, paste. Save the application and rerun the project. So it displays the result whatever we expected. 10 plus 20 30, 10 minus 20 minus 10, 10 into 20 200, 10 by 20 0.5. AngularJS expressions cannot contain conditions, loops, exceptions, or regular expressions, for example for loop, while loop, etc. AngularJS expressions cannot declare functions. It cannot contain comma or void type. AngularJS expressions cannot contain written keywords. AngularJS expressions contain literals of any data types. Let's see a few more examples with Angular expressions. I want to print some value. I want to print conditions. I want to print some decimal numbers. I want to print some string. Hello Techno CSR inside the double quotes. Save the application and rerun. So it displays the 100 and true 10.5 hello Techno CSR. So whatever we write inside the double curly braces, it displays. AngularJS expressions can contain arithmetic operators which will produce the result based on the type of operand, similar to the JavaScript. Let's see few more examples about Angular expressions. I'm going to remove this one. Now I want to print addition of two numbers. Break. The same way, I want to write conditions. True plus false. I want to print addition of decimal numbers. Plus 10.5. Save the application, rerun the application. Let's see the result. So 100 plus 100, 200, and true plus false, True plus false is equals to true. And addition of two decimal numbers, 10.5 plus 10.5, the result is 21. Go to Visual Studio. AngularJS expressions can contain variables declaration via ng-init directive. The ng-init directive is used to declare AngularJS application variables of any data types. I'm going to declare ng-init tag. I'm going to declare a variable message equals hello techno CSR. Now I want to print this message here. Inside the double curly braces, I can simply write this message, copy, paste, save, and run the application. So now we'll see hello techno CSR. See, this is the message. We can initially load variables from ng-init. Also, we can initially load some numbers also. I want to print price. Price equals, I want to print 1000. Copy this price, paste here, save, go to web page and refresh the page. So this is the amount. In the same way, we can print multiple variables on ng-init. I want to print some decimal number, test is equals 10.5. Test. Save the page and rerun the application. Let's see the result, 1000 and 10.5. In the same way, we can declare arrays in on-init. So I'm going to declare array is equals to, I want to print some numbers, 10 comma 20 comma 30. Now I want to print array of 1 and array of 0 in second place. Let's save the page and rerun the page. Refresh the page. In first position we have 20 and 0th position we have 10. So it displays whatever we expected. In the same way, we can initially load in on-init JSON objects also. Let's write on a JSON object. I want to print employee details. Employee equals, I want to print first name. His name is David, comma, last name equals something Sarah, and salary is some 10,000. Save the application. Now I want to access this JSON object here, so let's get rid of that one. In double curly braces, how to access employee dot first name. I want to access salary, employee dot salary. Save the application, refresh the page. Nothing displayed on this page. Let's see what happens. Right click on the page, inspect, go to console tab. Here we have an error. Here we put salary is equals 10,000. Let's get rid of equals, put semicolon, save, refresh the page. Again, oh, here as last name also we have same problem. Put semicolon, save, rerun the page. Let's see. Name is David, salary is 10,000. AngularJS expressions simplified the many of the things with Angular expressions. Thank you for watching this video.